Yes. Yeah. Yes. Good evening, all. So, before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah. Can anyone please confirm me once? Is my screen visible? Is my voice audible to all? Right.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, we are able to hear.
And thank you. So today I'll be entering into the technicals of this Python data types and variables. Python data types and variables, right? That is what I'm discussing. So every organization, if you talk every organization every organization use case has got data and operations. Data represented using data represented, right? Data represented using data types and variables, using data types and variables. Operations represented using functions. Every organization use case has got data and operation, data represented using data types and variables, operations represented using functions. For example, any organization, if we take example of a bank has got data and operations. Data means like customer data, customer name, account number, address, balance, branch. So that the data represented using data types and variables, operations represented using functions. Operations means like deposit operation, withdraw operation, transfer operations, all this by using functions. Yes. Sorry. If we compare with other programming languages, if I'm comparing with other programming to make you understand, if I compare with C or C++ or Java compared with the Python, yes, compared with Python, Python supports dynamic data types. What do you mean by, okay, I'll come back to this dynamic data types, but before that, in other programming like C, C++, and Java, just a second. Yes, other programming languages like C, C++, and Java, if you want to define some variables like x equal to 10, compulsory the data type int, y equal to 4.5, we need to say float of, z equal to hello, right? String. So if you want to define some variables, the data type defining compulsory. If you want to define y, float, string. This data type defining is compulsory. Without these data types, these variables x, y, z can't be created. But in Python, no need to define these data types. Directly we say x as 10. Directly we say y as 4.5. Directly we say z as hello. Right? Yes. What type of variable this x is here means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as integer variable creation. What kind of variable y is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as float. What kind of variable z is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as string. Yes. But what kind of variable x is here means what value you have assigned to it. You are assigning a integer value, integer variable created. For assigning a float value, float variable created. Y is a float variable which is created dynamically during runtime. For assigning a string value, then a string variable is created dynamically, right? So there is a function called a type function, type of x. Type of x is what type? Integer. Why it is integer? Because you have assigned an integer value. Type of y is float type. Why it is float? Because you have assigned a float value to it. Type of z is what type? String type. Why it is string? Because you have assigned a string value to it. So depending upon what value you are assigning, the variables are created dynamically here in Python. That's why we call it as dynamic data types. Python is providing a function called type function to know the type of a variable x, y, and z. So to make you understand much better, right? I'm going to discuss 4 cases on this. How exactly these variables are declared, what happens internally, how the memory is managed. So case 1, whenever I say x equal to 10, whenever I say x equal to 10, internally one object is created with value 10 is going to have some memory address. That address is taken by x. What x is storing? What x is storing? Don't say x is storing 10. X stores this address. So 3 things you need to understand here. Print x, whenever you say print x, prints the content at that address. Prints the content at that address. What is that? 10. ID of x. Prints the content at that address. What is the content? Whenever you say print x, it goes to this address and prints whatever content present at that address. If you want to print the address where exactly it is stored in the memory, there is one more function, ID function, ID of x. What it prints? Prints the address of x. What is the address of x? 103070. If I want to print the type, data type, what type it is? Type of x. Prints the data type of x. Prints the data type of x. What type it is? Data. Okay, prints the data type of x. Integer type. Prints the content at that address. Prints the address of x. Prints the data type of x. Integer type. Printing the content, printing the address, printing the type. Now, from here onwards, I want everyone to interact. Try to unmute yourself and try to give your responses through voice, or you can also type your response in the chat. X value is 10, Y is 20. Now, everyone try to respond. How many objects will be created internally in the memory? Here, how many objects will be created? For x equal to 10, y equal to 20. Everyone unmute and try to respond. How many objects will be created? For 10, one object. For 20, another object with some addresses. These addresses given to y. Now try to say, what is print x? Hmm. What is print x? Hmm.
10.
10. It goes to this address and prints whatever present at that address. If I say print ID of x, 103070. Type of x, what data type? Type of x, what data type? Hmm. Integer, because you have assigned integer value, it is integer type. Now try to respond for this, everyone. Unmute yourself, try to give your print y.
20.
20. Address of y.
104080.
104080. Type of y.
Type of integer.
Type of y is integer. Yes. Two different variables x and y with two different values, two different objects with two different addresses. This case too. If you have got any queries, you can unmute and you can ask your queries directly through voice or through chat. Case 3. Now try to respond for this case 3. For example,
Sir,
yes.
that address, who will assign that address 1040 something?
See, 1 second. Whenever you are storing something, right? First you are storing some variable. It gets stored in some memory address.
That labeled number is there, right?
Yes,
So how
yes.
can
Here, where exactly it is stored in the memory, that address. But here I have given some random value. But where exactly it is stored in the memory, that address will be printed here, right?
that what is the units are there for anything? It's number, just number.
It's just a number.
Okay.
It automatically generated that number, address number.
See, whenever you are storing something in the memory address, compulsory it is going to have some address, memory address. It is going to occupy some memory and that will have address, right? Even if you are defining a variable or if you define anything, right, it will be stored in the memory. That memory address, if you want to check where exactly it is stored, ID function is there. Python is providing ID function to print the address of that type. If you want to print X, prints the content type to know the type of the variable. Now, X value is 10, Y value is 10. Now, everyone, try to respond. How many objects are created here?
Object.
Everyone, how many objects are created? Yes. X value is 10, Y value is 10. X value is 10, Y value is 10, right? Yes. How many objects will be created? Everyone. 2 objects or 1?
2.
Understand carefully here. Only 1 object is created. So it is going to have some address, that address taken by X. It only 1 object, 1 address. Now, before creating object for Y, it checks any object with value 10 if it is already available in the memory. The same address will be given to Y. Means if X value is 10, Y value is 10, Z value is 10, don't think 3 objects with value 10, 10, 10 will be created. No. Only 1 object, the same address will be given to all. But assume if X value is 10, Y is 20, Z is 30, how many objects will be created? If X is 10, Y is 20, Z is 30. At that time, 3 objects. Because what is your observation here? If the values are same, only 1 object. If values are different, multiple objects. 10, 20, 30, 3 objects. 10, 10, 10, only 1 object. Here, X, Y, and Z, they are 3. They are sharing the same content and the address. Can I say like this? Print X, print Y, print Z. They are going to print the same thing. What is that? 10. Address also same. Print address of X, ID of X, right? To print the address. Address of Y, the same address. Address of Z. 103070, right? The same. Okay. Now, this case 3. Now go, now next is like case 4, right? Now, previously I've taken X and Y. Now X and X only. So here for 10, one object will be created. That object is going to have some memory location address, that address given to X. X equal to 20. For this also one object is created, which is going to have some address, that address given to X. Up to here it is fine. Now, if I say print X, if I say print X, if I say print X, what is the X value it prints? Whether it will print 10 or 20 or both. What is your answer, everyone?
10.
20.
For example, Your salary last year, 50,000. Your salary this year, 80,000. Print a salary, what it prints?
80,000.
Latest salary, right? It prints the latest salary. Here also X value was 10 previously. Now X value got modified to 20. Always the latest value, latest X value it prints. Address of X. Address of X. Type
1040
of,
80.
yes, type of X, integer type. Now, what happens to the previous one means it gets removed. It gets removed means X can store only one value. X can store only one address and one value. It cannot store multiple values. So whenever this X equal to 20, first it will remove that and creates a new object to 20. Understood these four cases, everyone? In the case one, X equal to 10, printing the content to 10, printing the address, ID of X, type of X, integer type. In case two different values, X value 10, Y value 20, two objects, two addresses. So print X 10, print Y 20. Address of X, this one. Address of Y, type or integer type. Two different variables, X, Y, with two different values, two different objects, with two different addresses. X is 10, Y is 10, Z is 10. 10, 10, 10, only one object, only one object, only one address, only one object and one address. X, Y, and Z, they are sharing the same content, 10, 10, and 10, same address. Now, case 4, X is 10, X is 20, the latest X value it prints, that's address, and its type is integer. Okay, now,
But sir, in this case, in case number 4, how they will understand which one is updated one?
see, generally when write Python is interpreted line by line execution, statement by statement, right? In the first line,
Okay.
you are saying X equal to 10. In third line, you are saying X equal to 20. Print X, what it prints.
Okay, 20. Okay, last one.
Yes. First line, you are given print X and you perform some operation, you have printed it. But here, print X means from here onwards, the X value will be 20 until further modification.
Correct. In the same, whatever the value stored in the address of a 10, and the same address only it will be stored of 20, right?
No, 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 no. They're two different objects, two different addresses. X value 10, one object, X 20, another object, and it won't store in the 10 address. A new object will be created. Different objects will have different.
Different objects have different addresses. X10, Y10, Z10.
X10, Y10, Z10 means only one object, one address. 10, 10, 10, only one object, one address. But objects are 10 and 20, multiple objects. See this case 2. Case 2. X value 10, Y value 20. Two objects, two addresses.
In case 3, sir,
Try to say what is that case 3?
case 3, there are 3 objects.
No, one object only. 10 only.
Variables, 3 variables, right? X, Y, Z.
Mm.
So the 3 memory allocations should be there as per that one.
Yes, 3. See, X value 10, Y value 10, Z value 10 means 3 objects with 10, 10, 10 won't be created. 3 objects with 10, 10, 10 won't be created. Only
My
one
point-
object, the address
my-
will be given to it. X
My
has
point is three
one second.
variables are there.
Let me complete. Address of X is this only, address of Y is this only, address of Z also this.
Okay.
X takes this address, Y also taking this address, Z also taking this address. Means the content 10 is shared by all the 3. The address also shared by all the 3 if the contents are same. If 10, 20, 30, then 3 objects, 3 addresses you will get.
So here the X, Y, Z labeling is doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Only objects creation depends upon the content only.
Okay.
In Python, either the type, what type means the content decides the type. How many objects created also depends upon that content only. Understand? Everything on the content.
If the content is different, it will create a different object.
Multiple objects will be there. If same content, only one object. And what content is assigned to X decides the type. For assigning integer value, integer variable gets created. Type will be integer. If you're assigning float, float object gets created. That is what we call dynamic type. Okay, fine. Any other queries, anyone? Okay. Coming to this data types, two types. Data types are mainly are of two types. Fundamental data types and collection data types. Fundamental data types and collection data types. Fundamental data types in a simple way, right? Object to holding a single value. What is that? Object to holding a single value. We call it as fundamental. Example, just now we discussed, right? X equal to 10. One object is created with the value 10 with some address. This address taken by X. So here object to holding a single value. Object to holding single value. This we call it as fundamental type. Collection type means the name itself saying collection of values, group of values, set of values. Object to holding a group of values, object holding a group of values, set of values, right? Example 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is what type. Here also one object is going to be created in that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Is going to have some address. That address given to X. Here understand, here in the previously object holding single value. Here object holding group of values. Object holding group of values. Object holding single value. Object holding group of values. Okay, now coming to this various fundamental data types, various collection data types. Fundamental are of 5 types. Fundamental data types mainly are of 5 types. Integer, float, Boolean, string, complex. So mainly 5 types. Integer, something like age 25. .4. Boolean, which returns either true or false. Boolean values, true means 1, false means 0, which returns either true or false. String means sequence collection of characters. City equal to Hyderabad, sequence collection of characters here. Complex. X plus IY, real and imaginary. This is real, this is imaginary. But instead of I, in Python, we use the symbol J for imaginary. So integer, float, Boolean, string, complex. Similarly, collection types, we have got 4 types of collections. Collection data.
A character, it will comes under complex only.
Character will come under string. A single character or a group of everything is called as a string here. Collection. If you got a single character or a single word or a single line or a paragraph, everything as a string. A single character or a word or a line or a paragraph, everything as a string. Single line string, multi-line string. We discuss about it. Collection data types. Mainly are 4 types of collections. 4 types of collections. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List, tuple, set, and dictionary. Tuple, set, curly braces. Dictionary by using key value. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List of values. For example, X is a list with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Tuple of values, Y equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes, set of values. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Set of values. Dictionary of key and values, right? Dictionary means W equal to, if for example, name, Ajay, age, 25. For example, key value pairs, collection of key value. Name Ajay, this is key, this is value. Age, this is key, this is value. The collection of key value pairs, we call it as a dictionary. So if you observe here, we have got a lot of discussions on this collection data type. List properties, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, right? Similarly for tuple, tuple properties, tuple slicing, tuple functions, tuple methods, tuple addresses, and similarly for certain dictionaries. We have got a lot of discussion on this. In the case of fundamental type, we have got a discussion on string, a lot of discussion on string. Coming to this, right? String, what is a string? A string is a sequence collection of characters. A string is a sequence collection of characters. Sequence in Python, a string is represented. A string is represented, right? Yes. Using single quote, in this way, and using double quote, using triple quote also. In Python, string represented using single quote, double quote, and triple quote. If it is a single word or a sentence, go with singular double. If multiple lines or paragraph, go with triple quote. Hyderabad. So if it is a single word or a line, go with singular double. But if you multiple lines or a paragraph, go with a triple quote. Here multiple characters are there. Each character is represented or accessed by a unique index. If you want a particular character also, every character is going to have some index. String supports two types of indexes. String supports two types of indexes. First one, positive index we say. Negative index. Positive index or forward index. Index starts from positive index or forward index. Index starts from left to right. Here index starts with 0. Negative index or backward index we say. Here index starts from right to left. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1 here. Yes. So just to make you understand about these indexes, just observe this diagram. All right. So just I'm saying x equal to, if anything in the double quotes or single quote or triple quote, it is a string. Python sequence collection of characters. Here also one object is created in this PYTHON. It's going to have some address, the address given to x 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Positive index or forward index we say. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. This we call it as negative index. Or backward index. What is the value of x of 2 here, everyone? X of 2 value.
T.
T. What is x of -2?
Oh.
Oh, right. So in this way, either you can use positive index or negative index. Single line comment in Python starts with hash symbol. Multiple lines if you want to comment, keep this entire things in this way. Multi-line comment. So here just it is not executable. Comment is not x equal to Python. Print x prints the Python. Type, what type? Type of x means what you have assigned to x, a string. So type of x will be string. Len of x means number of characters within the string. I'm writing a comment for your understanding. Number of characters within a string, nothing but the length. So just I'm saving it in a separate folder, right? Yesterday we created a separate folder, right? Python 9 p.m. batch. So here str1.py, any name with .py extension. Here run module, right? Yes. So type Python, type is a string type, length is a 6. So yesterday we have seen how to download Python, how to install Python, and how to execute the things. If you're absent for yesterday's session, so the link you can see in the chart, right? Already they kept that videos link of last 3 classes. Can you see?
Oh, where can we get it? The last three previous recorded sessions.
Demo recording, can you see in the chart? In the chart, the online team, they have messaged demo recording, they have kept. A link is given, a big message is given.
Okay.
Course content and demo recording link is given. So now for the first 3-4 videos you'll be getting there, but from tomorrow onwards, as I said, the link will be changing. From tomorrow onwards, you'll be getting the videos to your Google Drive, the notes to your Gmail. The WhatsApp group will be created tomorrow. You'll be added to the WhatsApp group. Right. So I'll discuss about it at the end of the session. Programming. Print x plus y. What is x plus y? We call this as concatenation. Concatenation. Concatenation means adding two strings. Adding the 2 strings. First string followed by second string. First string followed by second string. Concatenation means adding 2 strings. Means first string followed by second string. Python plus programming, you will get Python programming like this, single word. But I want space between Python and programming. So what you should do, x plus space, x plus space. X is one string, y is one string. Between these two, one blank string. Python programming, run module. You got Python space programming. Okay. So like next is like a string slicing. String slicing we say. Extracting particular portion of a string. Particular portion of a string. For example, x equal to Python program. Extract only Python from this. Try to extract only Python from this, everyone. Try to extract only Python and try to print only Python from this. X of here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So start with 0 up to try to respond 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to give 5 here, but I need giving 6. This we call it as lower bound, this we call it as upper bound. Always upper bound excluded. Always upper bound is excluded. Means if you have given 5, 5 should have been excluded. You should have not got this n. So here if you give 6, 6 excludes up to 5, it will take Python you get. Check it, run module 0 to 5. Python. If you got any queries, you can unmute and you can ask your queries. For example, everyone try to respond for this. Extract, unmute yourself and try to respond. PROG, the 4 characters. These 4 characters only I want to extract. Now try to say how to extract those. Even the space will take one index. Space also taken as one character. Everyone. Unmute and try to respond. X of
6.
the index starts with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Start with 7. 7 you want?
11. 7 is to 11.
7 is to 11, right?
Yeah.
7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want. 11 excluded. Up to 10 it will consider. 7 to 10 it will take. Right? For example, if I say print x of in the opposite way, 11 to 7 if I say, 7 to 11 PROG. But if I reverse it, so here try to answer this. Here you will get empty string. Try to understand empty string. Why empty string? Because always slicing should be in this forward direction like this. But 11 to 7 means 11 to 7 means you are going backward. Anytime if you go backward, you will get empty string. Empty string because always slicing in the forward direction. If you go in the backward, it will get empty string. Can you see empty string you got like this? Now, extract PROG using negative index now. Using negative index, try to respond.
-4 is to -7. -4 is to -8. Sorry.
Using negative index also should go in this way, forward direction like this.
Okay.
Not backward. Backward if you're going empty string.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you. So
-1,
Yes.
-2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. -7, okay, -7 is P. -7 you want, -6 you want, -5 you want, -4 also you want. -3.
-3.
-3 will be excluded. Up to -4 it will consider, right? PROG, right? Now try to respond for this. Extract the entire word program now. Using positive index, you say me first. Say me using positive index first. X of
7
0 is to
total.
program. I want to program.
10,
Okay.
10,
To 11.
12, 12.
In
7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want, 11 you want, 12 you want, 13 you want. If I give 13, 13 will be excluded. Give 14.
14.
14 index not available. But 14 is excluded, right? Up to 13 only it will take. In this way you can say, otherwise one more shortcut to it.
It reads the remaining string.
7 to don't provide this upper bound. It reads up to the end of the string. Run more. Reads the entire word program. Using negative index. So both results the same output, right? Entire word program. Using negative index, you say me
-7
-7 to
-14.
zero.
-0 means this P, positive index. Don't provide this upper bound up to the end of the string it reads. This -7 to end of the string. Run module. Even I can ignore this lower bound x of, don't provide this lower bound, give 6. By default, it reads from the start of the string to 6. Same, this and this both are same. Since what? Python. What if I ignore both upper and lower now? It reads from the start of the string to end of the string. Entire string will be printed. Is it compulsory to use space here and here? Is it valid if I give in this way? All the last 3 statements are valid. It prints entire string. Last 4 statements results the same output. Python program, Python program, Python program. Okay. So in this way, you can perform slicing. Extracting particular portion of a string. So we don't need to write any codings, huge codings in Python like Java. Here we have got many methods available like string methods, like upper to print in uppercase. X equal to Hyderabad. Print x dot upper. Print x dot upper. Printing everything in the uppercase. Check it. And run module. Hyderabad, it is printing in uppercase. Lower to print in lowercase. X equal to Mumbai. Print x dot lower. Okay, printing everything in the lowercase, either a word or a line or a paragraph, everything if you want in lowercase. Yes, everything in the lowercase. For example, I got like this. X equal to India. I want only the first character only in the uppercase. Only the first character I want in the uppercase. Remaining all in the lower cases. Only I in the uppercase. X dot capitalize. X dot capitalize. Check it. Only the first character I only in the uppercase. Remaining all in the lower cases. For capitalizing the first character of a string. Okay, can you check it here? Only the first character in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. For example, X equal to, for example, good evening, Hyderabad, I am saying. How many words are there here? How many words?
3.
3. Each and every word, first character I want in uppercase. If I use capitalize, only G only, the first character only in the uppercase. So every word, even if you have 100 words, every word first character in the uppercase means there is a method called title we say. So no need to write codings like Java. Here we have got many methods. So every word first character in the uppercase. What is this method? Title. For capitalizing the first character of each word in a string. Run module. Good evening, Hyderabad. For example, where exactly this title is useful? One more example. For example, employees are there. Some names of the employees. Rahul, Ajay, Miller, James, Amar, John. In this way, some hundreds of names are there. Every employee name, first character in the uppercase. EMPS dot title. Each and every name, first character in the uppercase. Can check it. Rahul, Ajay, Miller, James, Amar, John, Blake. Every employee name, first character in the uppercase. Even if you got 100 names, each and every name, first character in the uppercase. The same way we have got a method like replace. For replacing a portion of a string. For replacing a portion of a string. X equal to, just I'm saying, Java is easy. So just X is the string, and that I want to replace the word Java with Python. What is the output you get now? Python is easy. Replacing a particular portion of a string. Python is easy. Java is easy, and for example, Java is simple. This is the string. Will it replace each and every occurrence of Java with Python, or only the first occurred Java? What is your answer, everyone?
What is your question?
Will it replace each and every occurrence of Java with Python, or only the first occurred Java with Python?
I guess it replaces all the Java.
With.
Yeah.
So Python is easy and Python is simple. Even any occurrences of it replaces all the occurrences of Java with Python. So in this way, we have got many methods, not only this upper, lower, capitalize, title, replace, swap case, count, find, strip, starts with, ends with. We have got many more methods. The remaining methods I'll continue in the tomorrow's class. But as I said, tomorrow the link will be changed. You are supposed to get enrolled for getting the link to your mail. So you can see in the chart, a big message is given by this online team. Even you will get a mail, right? So the course content details, the recordings, the previous recording, the any concerns, right? If you can, 4 contact details are given. If you got any other payment details is given, right? Fine, 1 second. Just to go through this course content once again. So we are discussing in brief about this, right? Python basics, Python operations, different modes, executions, data types, constants, variables, type conversions, escape sequences, operators in Python, different IDs in Python. We are going to see in multiple IDs, integrated development environments, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections in Python, Python lists, Python tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, different types of functions, categories of function, arguments, modules in Python, how to import module, different ways of importing, renaming, reloading, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions, database connections, installation of database, Python connecting to Python date and time module, operating system module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python, pandas in
What is this
Python,
Python panda? What is this Python pandas?
pandas is one of the important library of Python. So working with huge data, if you want to make it structured and just performing operations on that, working with CSV files, Excel, JSON files from databases, creating data frames, right? One of the important libraries of Python, right? Which one? Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. These three. So for generating different types of graphs. So I was saying in the last class also, 1 second, here, if we just have knowledge, in most of the other trainings, right, they won't discuss this libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. So you can just check Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib jobs, especially if you know these three libraries. Pandas jobs, 36,979 Python job vacancies. We see in NumPy, numerical Python, 1,40,000, right? So in this way, this important,
Only for this library, if you know, you can apply jobs.
yeah, Pandas library is important, NumPy library is important, right? So they are saying NumPy jobs only on Python library, NumPy, only on Pandas library, like you have got this many job vacancies in April, right? 2025, Pandas jobs, NumPy jobs. That's the reason this important libraries of Python. In brief, I'll be discussing about this NumPy, numerical Python, working with all this, and Pandas. These are all the headings that what I'm going to discuss, right? And also one more module called Matplotlib for plotting normal graph, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, any types of graphs you can generate, right? Yes. So of these 30 topics in brief, I'll be discussing in Python Core and Advanced. And people who wants to go for Python full stack, Django framework. It's a Python framework for developing web applications. I'll be discussing this framework with the multiple applications you'll be developing here. Yes. And apart from that, the prerequisites for it, like
So
UI technology.
Django will not come under Python core and advanced. It comes under full stack only. Yeah?
Yes, yes. This UI technologies also, HTML for creating a web page, right? HTML, cascading style sheets, JavaScript also I'm going to discuss along with, and also MySQL database, right? This is what in the full stack. So if you observe this to get clarity on this, right? 1 second. Python Core Advanced, nearly 60 to 70 hours I'll be spending for this. In brief, in depth, I'll be discussing about the 30 topics I showed you, right? Around 2 months it will take. 5,000 is the course fee. It's an offer batch. Apart from this, people who go for full stack, UI technologies will be discussed like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. The Django framework I'll be discussing. You'll be developing around 15 applications there. And Flask framework, another framework I'm going to discuss, right, freely for this batch, and MySQL and a project. Topics from 2 to 6 also, I'll be spending around 70 hours, 2 months duration. Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, totally 140 hours. 2 months for Python, 2 months for this framework, 4 months, 5,000 for this Python, for framework 7,000, totally 12. But if you're taking the entire package, full stack package with a single payment, it is 10K.
What
So
is this all about 2 to 6?
this topics from 2 to 6.
Okay.
Topics from 2 to 6 comes under full stack. This is Python core advanced.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Total 4 months. ago.
4 things. Each one is a separate technology actually. UI technologies is a separate course. Django is a separate course. Flask is a separate course. Everything covered as part of one. Right. 70 hours for that. So yes. So people, if you feel right, 4 months it's too long. So Monday to Friday you can attend this Python sessions. Saturday, Sunday you can go with this UI technologies, right? Yes. Means whenever this Python core in Saturdays and Sundays will be updated with this. First, it takes 1 month for this. By the time this also takes 1 month to complete. By the time they are completed, whenever you go with the Django, you'll be given the advanced Python. So you can complete in less time. And what are the offerings from my side? So the timing, let me make it clear about the timings before you go with the payment. First 1 week it will be at 9 p.m. Later it will be at 8 p.m. It starts. 8 to 9 it is. So offerings, you'll be getting each and every session video.
So if we go
And
for parallelly full stack in the Saturday, Sunday weekend batches, that also in 8 o'clock only.
it will be in the mornings, Saturday and Sunday mornings it will be.
Saturday, Sunday in the mornings. At what time?
7 o'clock, morning 7. You will be getting each and every session videos, soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks. You'll be getting a WhatsApp group. So resumes and interview questions, all the sessions are like interactive sessions, right? All are interactive sessions. You will be kept in unmuted status, 300 plus 4 examples, 15 plus examples, right? And apart from this, I was saying even DurgaSoft is providing one more offer for the students. So people who doesn't have knowledge on this database, Oracle 2 months course free training it is providing, right? For database like Oracle.
That when it is the classes?
Uh, so from this same April 25, that is not by me, by other trainer it takes. This one will be taken by other trainer, will be continued.
Correct. Timings.
So these things will be updated, right? In the coming, I think next week there is a batch going to start. You'll be given that. Otherwise, you can talk with that online team. You'll be given the details of it. Next week there is a batch going to start for the date
During
and
the
time.
yeah,
Yes.
actually during the class, is it possible to practice Python?
Along with me, parallelly, if you want, you can do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's if you have got a good speed, okay, along with me, you can do it. But here, this Django, you can all are supposed to do along with me. For this Django applications creations, you will be doing because not like normal sessions, it will be like hands-on, right? Where you'll be doing. If you've got any errors, you'll be sharing the screen.
So whatever you are telling now, like X declaring X and Y or something, can we do in an Eclipse now itself in our systems?
You can do it. PyCharm is the mostly used one.
Which one?
PyCharm.
PyCharm.
PyCharm is mostly used ID, and VS Code is mostly used one.
Visual Studio.
Okay, fine. And this is what the offerings. So from tomorrow, as I said, the link will be changing. Get enrolled. From tomorrow onwards, you will be getting daily session video to your Google Drive with whatever mail you have shared. And from tomorrow, you will be getting the notes clear, soft copy of these notes. And tomorrow, everyone you will be added to the WhatsApp group. And directly you can interact with me. If you've got any errors, you can take and keep the snap of the errors in the WhatsApp. Anybody can answer. I'll be answering it.
This demo notes also will be available in the content.
Tomorrow you'll be getting all the notes from the demo onwards, first day onwards, right? Tomorrow you'll be getting the notes, videos also from the first day onwards. You'll be getting the videos to your Google Drive. So all the videos are just you can play the videos and you can watch it, but not downloadable. And here, most of the students they do mistake. Even they get enrolled, they forget to share the screenshot of your payment to that mail ID that is provided. DURGASOFT online training at the gmail.com. They have provided in the short. They have given a note, right, to share the screenshot of your payment to that mail ID that is provided. To which mail ID you are from which mail ID you are forwarding that screenshot to the same mail ID, they'll forward you the link. So some of them they will be asking they didn't get the link and they're missing the session, right? So you can just
And
keep the
where
note
I will
of
get where we will get payment link?
payment link. Can you see here in the chart they have messaged the big one?
Phone Pay, Google Pay.
Phone Pay, Google Pay, they have given, and even this account pay also they have given the details.
Here they didn't mention the mail ID. Which mail ID?
So can you see up before that bank name SBI, ICICI? Bank name ICICI they have provided above that.
Yeah.
One mail ID.
DurgaSoft online training at gmail.com.
Okay.
And
I just know one question, sir. If I will enroll for a full stack developer Python, then timing will be 8 p.m. na for Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday, yes, Python classes will be from Monday to Friday. Most of these sessions, right, for this UI technologies, Django will be on Saturdays, Sundays.
So on Saturday, Sunday, what time?
Morning,
7 p.m. 7 a.m.
morning 7 o'clock it will be there.
But actually,
7 a.m. or 8 a.m.
evening, I think this is not possible. So there is any evening classes in Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday, not evening. Mornings not possible.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only that, during this course, if any other batches, not only that particular batch, you can attend any of my batch that is going to start within this course, during this course.
Because actually I listen, so that's why I actually asked that question. In
Yes.
morning, at 7 a.m. it's not possible actually.
7 a.m. it will be, some batches will be at 8:30 or 9 it will be.
In evening, there is no batches.
Evening, I'll be handling data engineering courses, Hadoop Spark, Azure data engineering.
On
Right?
Saturday and Sunday, na?
Sunday, Sunday weekend batches on this Azure data engineering course.
So in that case, what I have to do?
Evening, okay, evening not and as of now, but after 1 month it will be having some evening sessions also. Not now, immediately it doesn't have, but after some 20 days, 25 days, we'll be having some evening batches also, everyone. Not immediately doesn't have, parallelly, to go parallelly.
So you will take a parallel classes for UI technology in evening?
In evening, yes, Saturday, Sundays also in the evening possible, not
in
immediately. Mornings, see one thing, Saturday, Sundays, if it is not possible for you, wait for, you go with Python from Monday to Friday. After 20 or 1 month, 20 days or 1 month, you can join with that evening batch.
Okay.
Okay.
There is option.
There is
Another
option. Yes.
But currently I have to pay, that means all payments, na?
Payments, you should do that, all that. If you want, if you are going separately, right? This Python for this, it will be 7K separately.
The
But if you
credit card valid, right?
credit card, you can just contact these people, right? Credit card, I don't know that, only account details and the Phone Pay, Google Pay only.
At the time starting, I asked actually, is it a valid credit card? They mentioned it as.
Okay, you can talk to them about the payment details, right? I doesn't have idea about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so from tomorrow it will be a fresh class or it will be continuation from the class today where we stopped?
Strings continuation, what we have stopped.
Okay.
String methods will be continuing where we have stopped. From there, we'll be continuing from tomorrow. And one more thing. So they'll be forwarding the link to your mail. Sometimes you check that sometimes the link will be going to that what we say spam folder. Sometimes people think they didn't get that link. Still they'll be waiting for that class. They'll be calling by the time of the class gets completed. So see that all that in some time, in most of the time in inbox only, but sometimes it goes to the spam folder also. You can check the spam folder also for that link. Okay. Fine.
WhatsApp group also will be sent, right? Not only in the mail.
No,
The
no,
link.
WhatsApp group during tomorrow during the class, the WhatsApp group will be created. So it will be you'll be getting the link only to the mail, right? Fine. So yes, if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 9 o'clock. Fine.
Hello.
Yeah, any query what?
Sir, on Saturday and Sunday class will be for 1 hours or 2 hours?
Initially it will be for 2 hours it will be. Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours.
Oh, Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours, no?
1.5 it will be for initially. But
Yeah, but if I will not able to attend, then live video will be available, na? Live session.
you'll be getting the video. Every video you'll be getting.
Okay, okay, then I will manage.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, if we have question, where can we contact you? I mean, if we have any doubts on.
During the session directly you can unmute, you can ask that query directly through voice, or in the chat you can type your query. I'll be seeing that chart, right? The Zoom chart. And even if you have got anything in the WhatsApp also you can type it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So any other queries, anyone? Right. Okay. So thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Good night.